Greetings, this is Tom with Buncombe Shinola. My friend Tiger LINDELL TATE was a rock and roll photographer in Texas during the 70s, and we are out in the boonies north of San Antonio to go visit him and talk about his adventures. Join us. Today on Tiger's Tales, we shall be discussing Iggy Pop in Austin at the Armadillo World Headquarters, November in 1977.
Austin was it? It's just Austin. I mean, it's always weird in Austin back then. I mean, every day's weird. But, I mean, yeah, Iggy actually pulled in a big-ass crowd. I mean, he really got a lot of people showing up. And, I mean, I was, like, up at the front, and I got squashed. And that's why one of these, I don't know, I lost pictures. See right there, UFOs. But yeah, I mean, Iggy Pop did a great concert. He was really, I mean, oh man, it sounded so great. I really thought it was going to be a piece of shit. And Iggy Pop was, I mean, great. I mean, how could he not be? He didn't cut himself up with glass or anything, but just I mean, he was walking all up on the stage monitors and the amps, and man, we all thought he was going to kill himself, you know.
So that was at the Armadillo?
This is at the Armadillo in Austin, Texas, the greatest place to see a show, actually, or one of them. Yeah, this is the time when I learned that dumping all your film off at one place is not a good idea.
Yeah, some of these are really kind of, the colors are washed out. Is that?
Oh, they're bad. They're terrible. And that's because they got stuck in solution too long. I mean, you know, I got free film. That really helped pay for the night. Like, yeah, right.
But you said you took a bunch of pictures of this, right?
Oh, they destroyed right out 2 rolls of 36. They dumped 3. I got like 2 or 3 rolls that were totally destroyed.
Is that what? Could you go back to the watch that one?
Yeah.
So that's why these ones have this sort of
the
like,
one that was like behind it, you know. So at least something came out. I mean, I shot a lot of Iggy Pop. I was like right up on the stage almost. I was crammed up on the stage.
Really? You said it was hotter than shit too, right?
Oh, fuck, this Armadillo, man. It's hot there when you pack that many people in there because there's like no airflow.
Definitely, those are some happening shots right there.
Some of these pictures are really good, like this one. I mean, I mean, they really get Iggy. You know what I mean? They show him. And, I mean, this guy spent a lot of time. See here, I don't know. When did he do Walk of the Dog? He's crawling around on stage so much. He was on stage, on the speakers.
And you said his backing band this tour had like the Sales Brothers, right? And some of the other guys from the New Values era.
I mean, these were people that David Bowie played with.
So he was touring on Soldier here, right? Because he's got like the helmet, right?
Yeah, well, I think he actually wore the helmet a few more times. Basically, because he's fallen down and stuff. You should really have a helmet on. I mean, I've seen people who go upside down, but they wear like a back helmet.
Maybe he needs knee pads too. Knee pads.
Man, I mean, this guy's got the scars.
Yeah.
He really did. I mean, but he didn't go. He wormed everything, but there was no broken glass at this show because we're so polite in Texas.
So I was just joking about him having knee pads.
Really,
he actually does have knee pads.
He's getting old like us, man. He's got to have knee pads. I mean, it's once. You know how much time he spent in the hospital because of the. Never mind.
But yeah, there's some pretty interesting props here and stuff.
I mean, he was crawling on top of the amps and stuff.
And didn't you say that when he went to San Antonio, he stayed at a friend of yours house?
Yeah. And he didn't call me to say anything about it, which really kind of pissed me off. I don't know, maybe he heard some of his music and figured it out that it was okay, but that's really cool. I mean, Claude is like, literally, I got film in there somewhere. I didn't know who they were. They were just
What was his
Irish
band called? His band?
It was called U2.
Oh, so Claude was in a band that opened for U2?
Yeah.
They called
The
what?
Blast.
The Blast. Cool.
And
Iggy stayed at his house?
oh, yeah. He's a cheap motherfucker.